What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be playing 7 days of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. In these 7 days, I'll face some pretty challenging battles, but all for the one goal of getting General Grievous in the game. So, let's see if we can do it. Alright, on day 1, I just booted up my game real fast, claimed all my rewards, and then got all of my quests done, and then decided I would check and see how many shards General Grievous is, just so I would know exactly what I'm going for. I couldn't find him at first, so eventually I turned the droid filter on, and then I was able to find him pretty quickly. So General Grievous here, he costs 80 shards. So the only way to get these shards are between spending money on packs and spending gems on packs. And since in this challenge I'm not going to be spending a single penny, I have to go the long way and earn all the gems myself. So at this point I might as well just hop into a match. So I was able to beat the first wave pretty quickly, and then the second wave, and then finally the final encounter. I beat it pretty quickly as well. And in the end, I was excited to see how many gems that I might have gotten, only to realize I got 1. So I jumped into a hard match on the light side. Done that pretty quick. Here we go, final encounter, and it's done. And no shards. At this point, it's looking like I might never be able to claim General Grievous. So, after a while, I decided to check quests, and here we go. If I add 3 allies, I'll get 30 gems, which will give me enough for 1 pack to get some General Grievous shards. So I decided to just go through and add anybody I could see. Here we go. Yep. Alright, so then I'll just check back later and see how that works. And that's when I found events. I didn't even know what these were. But you can win a bunch of shards and potentially a bunch of gems if you play these challenges. Let's see here. I didn't see one for General Grievous, so I just decided to go into this one, activating orders. And if I scroll down to tier 4, I can see that I'll win 100 gems if I can beat it. So I'm not there yet, so I'm gonna have to start at tier 1. But thankfully, I do have a really good team to play. So basically, I beat all the characters on the opposing team pretty quickly. So I'll just show you guys the time lapse of it. There we go. And in that, I ended up getting Disguised Clone Trooper. Yep. Very nice. Then after a while, I just did some leveling up, upgraded the heroes' weapons, and promoted them, as well as upgrading their armor and gear. Now that that's done and done, I'm going to go back into events and see if there's any more events where I could potentially get gems faster. In this one, I realized that I can get a hero again, so I decided I'd go in for it and just try it. And I ended up wrapping it up pretty quickly. As you can see here, just going to get this final shot on this guy. And it's done. We got the victory. And there we go. 55 shards. That'll give me just enough to unlock this guy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and activate him real quick. There we go. And damn, he looks cool. CC1119. Now I'm just gonna take the liberties of leveling him up. Very nice. And I can also promote him. And now I'm gonna upgrade weapons. And now, I can upgrade his armor as well. There we go, all upgraded. And then I can just upgrade his disability again. Ooh, I can also upgrade Ahsoka Tano. Alright, might as well do that because why not? After that, I jumped right back into events and I started on a Revenge of the Sith event. And that's when I realized that it was going to be a lot harder than I realized. And after one of my heroes died, I decided that it would probably just be better to call it quits. So anyway, guys, that's the end of day 1. Like and subscribe to the video to see more days of this challenge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.